Welcome back. Another edition of the Johnny Cox Coaches Show here at Fort Lewis College, talking about the Fort Lewis Skyhawk football program. We got a new change of chairs this week. Good news: basketball teams got a playoff game tonight, hosting a playoff game. So had to change up the chair situation.
Yeah. So now we got our swivel chairs. It's nice.
We'll try not to get too distracted as we're talking here.
Not as comfy, but still do the job.
It's all right. A little bit of a posture correction for us. So that's good. Had a good week this week. Went to workouts last Friday. Got all the coaches out there. Saw all the players working. No snow, which was nice.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I hope we get snow. I was talking to someone in town, and they were like, "Hey, the snow is a big part of the industry of Durango. So, they're relying on the tourists and everybody coming skiing, and then the summer, the runoff creates water sports outside. And so, it's not the greatest right now for them. So, even though I don't love the snow all the time, I hope that we get some snow for
as long as it's up on the mountain. Just keep the snow up on the mountain, and we're all good. Yeah.
Right. My kids, they love like oh, we want snow. I'm like, you haven't lived here long enough. You don't love the snow.
You got to get them shoveling. You got to get them doing all the chores, making sure that
so they know.
So they know. Yeah, this is a huge pain. It's not just a day off school.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, no, the guys were out there doing a good job working out. Got them on the field for a little bit of mat drills. Thought there was a lot of great energy with them. A lot of good attention to detail. So I know we highlighted Stick last week, but he's really doing a good job with them.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, he's really dove into the position and really proven guys.
Yeah,
we still got a ways to go, but at least we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, and then we had our question of the day. We're gonna figure out who the most athletic big man is on our team. We'll see what that looks like later this week.
Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know if my guys went through, but I had Michael, Dorian, and Walter.
Okay,
but I don't
good
know.
group.
Yeah. We'll see who went through on that.
We'll post a link to that in the video. Make sure that it's good to go, so everybody can check that out.
Okay.
Trying to think.
Xander might be in there too. I don't want to.
You gonna call him a big man?
I guess not a big man. He's big.
He's big. Yeah.
I guess he's not like a D lineman though. Yeah, I guess everybody else is D line. D line, O line.
If he wants to switch a D line, you just let us know. We'll start making trades.
Yeah. On the offensive side, but he's 250, 255.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Trying to think of what else we had. Oh, last weekend we had our senior showcase camp, which was really nice.
That was good.
Trying to think, about 20 guys, 25 guys came out.
Yeah, right in between there. One kid didn't show, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, right in there. But it was good. Some good talented kids. Guys that really wanted to be at Fort Lewis, and so we were able to see them. There's some juniors, so kind of got an advanced look at them, and some of the seniors really evaluate them and try to keep adding to the talent on our team. So I think we had some good guys.
Yeah. No, I know the juniors coming out. It's like just cycles back around, ready to roll again. So better be on top of your areas and be ready to get recruiting this year.
Yep.
So hoping to get a lot more guys up here in the next couple of weeks. We've got our junior day, which will be the same day as the spring game.
Yep.
An opportunity for the guys to work out for us, hopefully get on our early recruiting boards. So encourage y'all to come out to that April 18th. Make sure that you've got it on your calendars and start making plans. And then after that, we'll be on the road recruiting those juniors, headed up to Denver, Boulder, Colorado Springs, and then getting down to Phoenix, Salt Lake, a couple other areas that we signed a lot of players from this year. So
yeah, it's true. We're kind of it's getting easier and easier every year to recruit. As people get familiar, and they have friends or someone they know that's been here at Fort Lewis and they like it. So it just makes it that much better. So I can't wait till next season. We have hopefully more success on the field, and that's going to even make it even better recruiting class. So looking forward to that.
For sure. Speaking of the spring game, before we get to that, we got to get through 14 practices. We got spring practices coming up. Should be exciting time. Anybody that you're kind of excited to see after their work in the weight room this year?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids, especially kind of the younger linemen, those guys. I'm just so optimistic about what they can do, and I've seen them put in some hard work, and so I really want to see it carry over to on the field. They've been doing good with the phase that we're in now, but being able to put the pads on and move people or not get moved
Yeah.
I want to see what that looks like. I think that'd be a huge part of what we need for to be successful next year.
Yeah, the O line, D line, as they transition from year 2 to year 3 or year 3 to year 4, that's where you see a lot of the growth. So
Yeah.
should be a good time. We'll put together a couple of spring previews over the next couple of weeks. We'll do an offensive day and a defensive day, and really give you all something to look forward to. Have an idea of what's going on, and then come on down to the spring game, April 18th, and be ready to check that out. I guess once we have some of those practices, we've been kind of reeling into our spring draft, making sure the guys get ready to show out, and you want to be one of those top 10 picks. You don't want to be one of those last 10 or 15.
You definitely, yeah. I love that part of our program of the players select and draft their teams. We have a spring game, and as coaches, we don't have anything to do with it. They actually draft us too. Although I'm the last draft pick, so I'm the Mr. Irrelevant. Every year I'm the last draft choice, so that no one has to have that distinction but me. So, but everybody else is kind of getting on their teams, and I think guys take pride in where they're going to be drafted at. So, look forward to that part.
And this year we're opening it up to the public. We're going to have a nine and dine event. Hopefully, getting a couple of rounds of golf in there. So, if you're interested in being a part of that, start thinking about your foursome. We'll begin to put out flyers and social media posts to allow you to reserve spots for that. But that should be a really good time with the coaches out on the golf course, coming in to watch the spring draft with the players, and then seeing how the guys perform that next Saturday. So it should be a really good time for the community to come out and check it out.
Yeah, 9 holes, and then dine, get some food, and then see some football. It should be a good day. We're trying to really attach some of our activities to the Durango community, to give them more options if they were looking for something to do. So I think sometimes we haven't necessarily done a great job of communicating all that, but we're trying to learn from that and try to get people way more involved this year. We'll be able to see, like we're about to talk about the Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a big community involvement. We've been downtown, getting that communicated, and then also, obviously ties into the Nine and Down.
Yeah. The guys did a good job canvassing, checking out all the businesses, inviting them up to the Night of Champions. So keep an eye out for the guys walking around downtown Durango in their jerseys. I think there's an event at City Market this weekend too. So keep an eye out for them. If you want some of the players to help you bag your groceries or you carry them out to the car, we'll be down there helping you out.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We were receptive. We had a very good reception downtown. I think it's maybe because of just face to face contact as opposed to nowadays it feels like everything's like on the internet or whatever, and then you're just purchasing or buying stuff from that, or that's kind of how you're judging if you want to participate in an event or something. But when someone's right there handing you a flyer, and asking you to come, it seems like there's a lot of smiles and a lot of action and a lot of energy towards what we're doing. So hopefully we learn and get more people out to, not only our events, but games in the future and everything else. Just more involvement of our players in the community. The better we can get more participation up here, make everybody have a better environment.
Yeah. Plus, we got a good group of guys. I mean, we got personalities for days and tons of guys to support. So keep an eye out for the Night of Champions. It'll be next week, March 11th, Wednesday night. It is free to any students or faculty who want to come in and support the guys. And then $5 at the door if you want to come check us out. I know we've got some great sponsors ready to help us out already. And it should be a great night. Good time to get around the football team.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how how the energy kind of helps our guys get better in their lifts and their maxes, and so I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Good. Well, anything else going on this week, or anything else that?
Not much.
Nothing you got to get off your chest. Hopefully the guys have a good playoff game tonight. I know we're excited to go see that at 6:00.
Yeah, 6:00 tonight. One of our goals every year is to beat Adams in football, so let's carry that over to beat Adams in basketball. And so I think our basketball team is split with them this year. I'm almost positive. We were undefeated first round way through. The basketball team was, so then we lost to them in a pretty close game, at Adams. So it'll be interesting to see us come back and win that game. We got our football team there to help give us some energy. Hopefully that makes them a little bit more nervous and juices our players up for make a difference in the game, make it a great environment. So should be a lot of fun.
Yep, tournament time around the country. I know it's an exciting time, and records are thrown out at this point. It's 0-0. You got to win or go home. So
yeah, like I needed some. I missing, my shot. So I needed some juice and energy. So
You're not tournament ready.
no,
not right now.
I'm not at all.
You'll have the towel on the end of the bench, cheering everybody on.
I'm actually probably more talk than readiness. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, questions of the week. You want to ask Coach Cox a question? Be sure to drop it in the comments. We'll continue to pull from them. Right now, the people want to know, what TV shows are you watching?
I can really say like the one I watch consistently is the Nuggets game, but on Altitude or on the Spectrum TV or whatever, and watch. So I'm kind of a Nuggets fanatic. So
where are they at right now in the playoff race?
They're a little tough right now. I think we're fifth behind the Timberwolves. I think they're like a half game above us, and we kind of whatever. We win the tiebreaker if we get with them, or if we tie with them because we beat them 3 out of 4. But we're just struggling, man. I think we lost last 4 out of 5 games, and so we just signed a new guard, Tyus Jones, and see what he can do. But it's just been I don't know. It's one of those things that you're just hoping that when you got a bunch of injured players, when they come back in, that solves everything. But sometimes that doesn't. They got to work together. They got to play together, even though some of those are significant role players. But hopefully they put it together and win the championship. So that's what I've been really kind of spinning my.
Well, we had that magic run our first year here where they came through and won the championship, but then you had a little bit of your luck spin on the Broncos this year. So
maybe there's a limit.
But
I don't know. Hopefully not. Well, if it is, then at least the Rockies took all the. They don't have any luck. So everybody. I'm joking, but then hopefully that helps us. Although the Broncos should have won. Here we go with the Nuggets, and then the Avalanche. We'll see. It should be. It's still a fun sports town. Just trying to win all 3, and we can't win all 3 this year. So.
Well, still got playoff time for basketball, so I'll probably jump in once the playoffs get started. I'm not a big NBA guy during the regular season. But.
Yeah, everybody likes it. They say, well, they play harder in the playoffs. That's what some of the fans play. That's probably what
That's probably my impression. Yeah,
right. I think they play hard the whole time.
Yeah,
I don't see them. They're not walking up and down the court. They might not be like jumping. They might not be fouling as much and playing as aggressive, but it feels like they're playing pretty hard to me. But
I saw Joker almost got in a fight the other night, didn't he?
Yeah, the guy like cheap shot at him, kind of like Lou Dort cheap shot at him, and so then like Lou Dort act like he didn't do anything, and so Joker was like in his face, and then I think Jalen Williams came over there and like really just kind of grabbed it, like holding each other. So
I wouldn't test Joker.
Yeah,
he's no joke.
Well, his brothers, I mean, the thing.
Yeah.
So if you'll never like, I had a big brother, or I have a big brother growing up, and like he got me out of so many situations just because no one wanted to deal with him. Like he was definitely someone you had to deal with.
He never got you into any situations, did he?
No.
Okay.
But I learned. I mean, we were playing basketball. I learned this lesson. We'd be on the same basketball team, and then back in the day, and maybe it's still the same. You call your own fouls.
Yeah.
So there'd be like a close game, and like I'd shoot and miss, and then I wouldn't even call the foul. My brother would say that was a foul. And the guy's like, no way, like I didn't touch you, and then I would just like look away, like what I've learned, don't respond. Our brother's gonna argue the whole time, and it's gonna be our ball.
Okay.
At the end,
let him win the battles for you. It's good.
Exactly.
Well, good. All right, one more question for you. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would go with time traveler. I mean, it seems like pretty interesting of being able to like go to the future, go in the back, go in the past, being able to do that. And when like you see these movies, you're a little bit worried like it might change something, so that doesn't necessarily
you squash one bug and all of a sudden,
right. But yeah, I think that's what I would take the chance to do that.
Okay, that's good. You don't want to have like invisibility or something. Sitting at
sweet.
home, get invisible, and just take a nap for a while. Yeah,
that would be awesome. Yeah,
house chores to be done. Nobody can find you.
And you have two. Like,
a
time traveler.
How many superpowers do you want? I think I'd go with flight. Just easy travel all the time. You don't have to deal with traffic or anything like that. Hopefully, go.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah,
that's not a bad one either. So yeah, but those are fun to kind of think of. But then the ramifications are always kind of like, well, if I was, if I had flight, hit a plane or something, like who knows, or whatever.
Don't rock the boat too much.
Yeah,
it was good. Well, good. Well, keep sending us your questions. You can post them in the comments here on the YouTube, or hopefully just get them to us out on social media any way possible. Keep an eye out on our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Twitter for updates throughout the season. And we'll continue to post videos of the guys, which should be a lot of fun. They seem to enjoy doing a lot of the stuff that we're doing. So we'll continue to do that. Yeah. All good. I think it's about that time.
Here we go. The Skyhawks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Skyhawks.